stopped doing kickboxing and didn't do as much spinning, I have actually lost inches. It is the most amazing thing. Like, I literally, because everyone now is going, are you losing weight? I was like, I've not changed a thing. And things are defining. I actually see muscle come in, you know. It's interesting. It was hard for me to do anything. I hated gym class, and it wasn't because I didn't like physical activity, which is what I later thought was the problem. It was because everything I did hurt from a small child. My name is Shay Smith. I'm 40 years old, and I think that's an important part of the story because I've lived 40 years with the pain. As a kid, my dad was always very athletic, but he had a certain vision on how girls should be. They should be thin and athletic without doing the work, which made no sense to me, and it was hard. So I wanted to do athletic things, but they always hurt. I hated running. I always got shin splints. Something always hurt about it. And I was always just told to keep going. I rolled ahead a little forward. I managed to put on quite a bit of weight in my 30s. Very serious about my nutrition. I actually started with, I joined Overeaters Anonymous, which, because I don't think I had a nutrition problem, I had a obsession with food, and I had to work myself through that. I've been on enough diets to know what nutrition looks like. So I got myself clean. I do not eat certain foods. They are completely omitted from my diet. And I managed to lose within a span of time over about 100 pounds, which then, about halfway through that journey, I was able to start being mobile. So then I started with a Zumba class, which is horrible on the feet. And then I started just doing some treadmill, and then I started doing the kickboxing, and I tried, various things to try to become healthy. And I was seeing some progress. I'd lost another 50, which took me to about 100 pounds. And like I said, I got off all meds. My doctor was ecstatic. It was amazing. But then the hurt just kept getting worse that I've always had. And my knees were, it was getting to the point where if I did not figure something out, I was going to lose all mobility. I worked with trainers, I've worked in classes, I tried different techniques, I've tried stretching, I've tried videos, I've tried meditation, I tried whatever I could, except for the doctor, because I was so afraid of what he was going to say when I went in there. My dad's a perfect story. Grew up football. He does manual labor. Most people think he's 40 or 50 years old. He's almost 70. Excellent physique. Major back problems. And I know it's just, if I could convince him to step up, it would fix 90% of what he's got going on. My mom, her mobility is just going, and she's still young, but I don't think she's buying into it. And if I could just get her to step up, I know it would fix it. Several, my friends we're all getting to that age. We're all experiencing little knee pains, and they're getting worse. But yeah, the biggest are my parents, I would say, that really have me concerned. If it had started in kindergarten, preschool, the very first movement classes that I was in, if I had learned I learned very good. If you tell me what the goal is, I do it. No one told me what the goal was. When you said to me, you need your hips stronger, and this is what you need to do, and your joints are hinges, I was like, I'm on board, I get it. And that's all I needed to hear. And no one explains that to you. You're literally told it's supposed to hurt a little bit. If not, you're not really doing anything, you know. So the first thing, I was so desperate that you could have told me 1,000, I would have done it. It was later that I was like, this is a lot. But it has since gotten easier. But my initial thing, you could have told me anything and I would have tried it. That is how desperate I was. But then when the pain started going away, I was like, well, maybe I don't need to do 100. I think he's being a little... But I can tell when I don't do it. I absolutely can tell. And I go back because I've walked away and I was like, shoot, I gotta go back. The thing about 100 is you will start to get sloppy and the pain, it's a long enough time that the pain will start again and you can then identify the movement. And if it were just 10 or 15, I can fake anything for 10 or 15. But at 100, I'm going to get sloppy again and readjust, have to. I did the color run with no pain because the friend I was with wanted to cheat. She was like, I'm done here, my back hurts. And I was like, you go. I can't. I want to finish this. Yeah. And I'm now ready to start. I was at a point where I was just maintaining. I am now building up goals again because I actually want to do another one and actually time it and get better and better at it. I hate running, but I'm going to get past it. Really, it is, I'm now hopeful to get stronger. I'm still aiming for the push-ups. I'm building goals again as opposed to maintaining. And then once I get those goals done, then I can even go further. I loved kickboxing, and I'd love to be able to go back and do it properly and not hurt. I would start with PE teachers. They really should have started. And I do think I've had one or two decent trainers, but the others never corrected me. And I knew it was wrong. And I knew that I didn't know how to fix myself. Because I have, since we've worked together, gone to a training class. And I won't do the movements that I know are not correct. That hurt me, and if it hurts, I will ask for a modification. If I don't like the modification, I won't do it. But I do think that there should be some accountability. There should be accountability for the trainer. I'm trusting them to do this. One of the eye-opening things you did is when we went into the weight room and you said, show me some of the things you've done, and I showed you something like this, and you're like, well, do you feel anything? You said no. She said, then don't do it. I was like, well, that's what I thought too. I thought you had to be born with a healthy body that you took care of and you exercised to maintain whatever level of health that you were given. I did not think you could necessarily, I didn't think my knees were going to get better. I thought I would just learn to live with them. I do believe intentions were honorable and awesome. I was too broken, and I could have been immobile. I was headed there. You have no idea. Much like my cousin who hasn't seen me in a while, and I was telling her about our workout, and she said, "Do you remember last summer?" And I said, "No." She said, "I thought you were done." We went to a picnic. I could barely walk. I do have a question.
Huh.
Do you start everyone like you started me?
Everybody.
Still have to remind myself that I'm not injured when I stand. I'm like, you're not hurt. Quit limping.
Yeah.
Quit limping.
That must be